Hi everyone, it's Luke here and welcome back to another episode of Hot Hatch Head2Head. It's been a while since we've had one of these episodes, and actually since the last one with the i30N, my car is now a very bright green. Obviously I had it wrapped a couple of weeks ago by Venom, so if you haven't seen that video already then go check it out. But either way, I'm joined here today by Ollie and his Audi RS3. First of all, I think this episode is going to be very interesting because in my eyes the RS3, I don't know about you, but it is the hot hatch. Yeah, the ultimate hot hatch.
I think things could get quite tasty.
Yeah, I think it's going to take some beating, that's for sure. So without further ado, let's crack on with the episode.
Yep, so this is my 2015 Audi RS3, which I believe is finished in Glacier White. I believe the figure output BHP for this is 362. I'm not sure entirely on what the foot-pound is, but I believe it's in the high 300s, early 400s.
Okay.
Wheel-wise, it's pretty standard. Got the nice, as you can see, the great big fat RS red brake calipers on the front, which I think offsets the colour of the car really nicely.
I like how subtle it looks, actually, I just say.
Yeah, it's, again, if you don't know what you're looking for, you could quite easily drive past one of these and not know. But if you know your cars, you know your Audis or the VAG group cars, then you're probably going to spot it a mile away, especially when you see the tailpipes.
Big old exhausts.
Yeah, massive. But as far as the wheels, I think both front and back are 19-inch, so it's pretty standard stuff. As far as the spec on this car goes, exterior wise, it's got the roof rails, which I think it's just a nice little addition to the top of the car. Obviously being a sportback, it's got the nice big fat lip at the back. It's running, if anyone's interested tyre wise, it's running P0s, so fairly decent tyres. I had Pilot Super Sports on my last car, which was an S3, which I actually preferred. But
okay, so you've gone from an S3 to an RS3.
Yes.
Very interesting.
S3 was my last car, so this was kind of the natural progression.
Yeah, definitely. How long have you had this one?
So I've had this now for almost 9 months.
Okay.
Very end of the summer last year. So, yeah, loved every second of it, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, tyre-wise, the P0s are good. They are good tyres, but I think most people would agree that the Super Sports are a little bit better. This is the pre-facelift version. So
yep, I was going to touch on that as well.
Facelift. There's just some very subtle styling changes between the two. So the lights, for example, on the new one have a slightly more angular cut.
Yeah.
This has the black styling pack. So
which
you've
makes
got the very, very dark front splitter and grille.
Yeah.
The Quattro lettering at the bottom. The only difference with the new one, again, there's just slight subtle changes to the grille and the vents, and they've moved the Quattro lettering from there to the front splitter, and as I said, the lights are slightly different, but aside from that, it's not much change or difference between the two of them.
I don't know about you, but I am loving the colour of this wrap in the sunshine. It's the first time I've really had it out with some nice weather. Obviously you're probably still not going to get a good idea on here, but it's looking nice in person. Anyway, round one, split up into 3 subsections, sub-rounds, for those of you who are new to this series. The first of which a startup, then some revs, and then a flyby. And of course I have my trusty decibel meter to record it as accurately as I can. So I think first off, should we start yours?
Yeah,
let's do it. Two out of the 3 mini rounds done, and I can safely say your car sounds the nuts.
Yeah, it's like it's just the that'll be the sports exhaust.
Some of those pops were brutal, and that's stock.
Yeah,
we've got the sports system, but
completely stock. There's been no res delete, haven't put like a Militech exhaust. This is from factories, Audi's, their sports exhaust.
Yeah.
So
no, it sounds killer, and that's the difference between a 5-pot, I suppose, isn't it?
yeah, the difference between a 2-litre turbo, which is in obviously yours, and what you'd expect in an S3.
Yeah.
The 5-pot 2.5-litre in the RS3.
That's that difference. I think I clocked 117 decibels on the loudest pop from that. And I think mine was like 106.
106. Yeah.
But we can't not do the flybys because that would just be rude.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
be rude not to. You get the DSG farts in there.
Oh yes, we like a bit of that. Moving swiftly on to the second round, which is of course power to weight ratio. Quite a simple round really, just kind of comparing stats from our phones and working out which one is best. So the power output in brake horsepower of the Golf R is 310 brake horsepower.
Sure.
Yours I know is more, but how much?
The RS3 is 362 brake horsepower.
Okay, 362. And then curb weight for yours?
So curb weight for me is 1595.
1595. Mine's
1595,
1483 kilograms.
So that 110 difference.
Which is interesting because both have four-wheel drive systems.
Yep.
Which are notoriously much heavier than two-wheel drive, either front or rear.
Weight.
But obviously they both have them, so it's interesting. I mean, the RS3 is a bulkier car. I don't know how much longer it is, if it is.
I'd say it's a little bit longer, not probably masses, but
that's a lot in it. So from that we can work out the power to weight ratio. For me, it is 209.2 brake horsepower per tonne.
And for me, it is 226.
226. Flipping out, it's 2-0. This is getting embarrassing now. Round 3 is of course a 0 to 60, and both cars conveniently have launch control. We have a nice bright and dry day as well, which is good, although we do have a little bit of gravel on the road.
Might get a bit of spinach.
Yeah, it might get a bit of spinach. Spinach? What's that? Anyway, you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Away. That was a good launch.
That was very good.
That was a very good launch. We're at 60. Now my draggy has gone flying. I now have a draggy. I forgot to mention that in all the excitement.
That was quick.
That was probably one of the best launches I've had. We had no spinning whatsoever.
Well, it would be on this, wouldn't it, on the video that happened?
Oh, of course. Something has gone my way at last. Anyway, let's spin this around. We'll have a look at the draggy time once we're back at base.
I'm going to say now, I reckon you're probably looking at 4.2, 4.3 for that, I reckon.
Yeah, that was a very good launch. That's a bank. This is something from...
You don't want to screw up your splitter.
No, I don't. But yeah, I'm pretty confident about that. Should we switch it over to yours?
Yeah, let's do it.
And have a look at the results over there. My first time in an RS3.
What do you think?
Already, I love it. I mean, I'm an Audi fan at heart because obviously I used to have an A1, completely different ballgame, I know. But my car on the launch that we just did got 4.52 seconds on the launch, which was very good for me.
Interesting.
One of the best launches I've had.
About here, you say?
Yep, about here. Same place as we did my car.
Cool.
Come to a stop. We've got the draggy all set up.
Yeah.
I'm braced.
You ready? I'm
ready.
Oh, let's do it.
That surge.
Yeah.
Honestly, that surprised me. You probably saw my facial expression there, just sheer like, what is happening?
Interesting note on that. Boost only got to 50%, so it'll be interesting to see whether that's made a difference on the draggy time.
Right, let's have a look at the draggy straight away. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that's actually fairly close.
Yeah.
So mine was 4.52. Yours was 4.17.
Okay.
We can probably spin it around here, can't we? You think?
That sounds...
Someone's house over. But yeah, 4.17.
I'm not too displeased with that. I must admit, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's.
Bear in mind, there's a bit of gravel on the road.
Yeah, it is a bit dusty.
I'll take a 4.1 to be honest. But bear in mind, Audi claims it's 4.3. I know.
But this does mean that the Golf R is taking a bit of a beating here. It's 3-0. Well, you've won technically because we're on 5 rounds, aren't we? But
yeah, but I have a feeling the emissions will be.
Yeah, the fuel economy, which is next, conveniently placed just after the launch controls. So
perfect time to do it.
We'll come to a stop and then we'll have a look at that. But this thing, ooh, this is nice. I like this. I like this a lot. The penultimate round of this video is of course the fuel economy, conveniently placed right after the launch control.
So it's going to be shocking.
It's going to be shocking either way. Yeah. It's going to be quite interesting actually, because yours is a 2.5 litre, mine's a 2 litre. Yours got a 7-speed?
It does, yeah, 7-speed.
Okay, so that's interesting. Sometimes it's different when we've got 6-speed and 7-speed. Because 7 speeds are normally more economical. So fairly simple round really, hop into both cars and see which one, well, have a laugh at which one is the worst.
Which one the most fuel basically, yeah.
Predictions?
Naturally I would expect mine to have drunk a bit more.
Oh, I was going to say yours to be a little bit better.
Really?
Yeah, well there's only one way to find out I suppose. So RS3 first. Oh, we get a little needle sweep as well.
Yeah.
It just sounds so good on startup.
Yeah, and again, this is in, I think it's actually, no, it is still in dynamic/individual.
So that was in comfort.
Anyway, it's fairly similar. So
how do we flick it across?
So that's fuel, that's journey time,
Is that average?
I think that may possibly be average. Yeah, let me just keep flicking.
Yeah, I think it's 25.5.
25.5.
Which is really good considering we've just done.
We just had a bit of a blast.
Yeah. I think that must be a long-term kind of average.
Yeah, but that's
25.5. That's really good.
It's not bad.
Switching it over into mine. Please ignore the door shuts. I've been getting a lot of stick from that, and start mine up. Now I've actually got a little bit of a warning on my dash at the moment. Yeah, I do. So I've got a front assist not available, which is a bit annoying, but yeah, anyway. Righty-ho, average consumption. Now yours was long-term, wasn't it? So, no, not long, sorry, since refuel. Since refuel.
Yeah,
so that's long-term. Since refuel. Oh!
I did say.
You still got it! 24.3 to 25.5.
So I've done you by about 1.2 mpg.
Yeah. Flipping hell!
You know what it is, don't you? It's you at the start with your pops and bangs.
Yeah, I'm a bit too. I need to be a bit more lenient on my right foot. I think.
That just killed you. I think that's a 5-0 drumming.
Yeah, it's looking that way. So here we are then, the final round of this video, which is people's choice. Now I have a funny feeling about this one, and I've actually just glanced at it. I already know.
Okay.
It's been you've completely smashed me on this.
Really?
Completely.
I said 5-0 a minute ago. So
yeah, so the RS3 got 133 votes, which is quite a lot. Okay. And the Golf R got a measly 40.
40?
40 to 133. Wow. So it's been a 5-0 thrashing. Rather embarrassing, really. Even though the Golf R has taken an absolute thrashing, it's been a really, really fun video to make, and even at the start of this video I kind of thought the RS3 is just that one step ahead, isn't it? I will still say it's the hot hatch to get.
Yeah, I mean, people will argue realistically it's going to be between that and the A45 as far as, I mean, the term hyper hatch gets banded around just because of the power and everything else that goes with it.
That launch still has me completely shocked.
I did warn you.
I've experienced some supercars and hypercars in my time, but that really did shock me. I'm not saying it's quicker than some hypercars or supercars, but for a hot hatch, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
It's an impressive bit.
And you're saying that you got your best launch has been a 3.8.
3.8, yeah.
Which is
but I have
ridiculous.
I've seen on forums and some videos as well where, again, completely stock, not the facelift version, have run 3.7, 3.6, but I'd say on average you're going to be getting between, if the surface is good, you've got good conditions, you've got warmth in the tyres, you're on a good launch, you'll get between 3.8 to 4 seconds comfortably.
Which is nuts.
Yeah, for
Absolutely
a hatchback.
nuts. Yeah, for a hatchback.
That's the thing. That's
It's
the crazy
silly,
part.
isn't it? I
It's a
mean,
hatchback and you're doing 0 to 60 in just sub 4 seconds.
Which is
Yeah,
nuts.
it's outrageous.
Anyway, I think that's going to round up today's video. It's been super good fun, even though I've taken a rather embarrassing loss.
And it's a gorgeous day.
It is. It's been amazing to have a good hoon around the countryside in these two cars. You're pretty new to Instagram, but I will still leave your link down in the description down below. You never know. You might do a few little posts, get a few little followers from it.
Might post some cheeky pictures of the car. See what happens.
It's a lovely car, so go check it out. But yeah, other than that, that is it from both of us today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, then please do make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for all the adventures still to come.